Thank you, Madam Chairman. I'm going to give a little bit of a history, so it's good that we passed our 7 o'clock time, because what I have to say about Medicaid does not fit into like a little 24 characters or whatever with the bird. So I just feel the need to explain the history of my history and why I'm going to vote for this bill. Because, you know, a lot of times our conversations about this are not very nuanced, and Medicaid expansion is not a silver bullet, neither is it the black demon from the pit of hell. You have to find a balance somewhere, and I think on the balance, I'm going to come out as an aye vote. So when I started in the legislature, 2013, this bill had just passed. I was opposed. I was concerned, as a lot of people say, that, gee, what are we going to do? The feds will change their mind. Then we'll have to take it away from people that have it, and we'll never do that. And I had some interesting conversations with constituents. I remember there was one lady who said she had to quit work because there was something wrong with her hip. It hurt her so bad, she couldn't stand, she couldn't sit. And she said, if I even had Medicaid for 3 years and could get my hip fixed, I could go back to work. I'm like, wow, because that actually, if you look at the Medicaid rules, a lot of those people are not on there forever. They're often on just for a few years of transition between employment, something like that. So by 2015, I actually sponsored an expansion bill, which went down. Then looking into the 2016 election, going into that, I thought, I have no idea what's going to happen in the 2016 election. The feds could take it away, Congress could overturn it. And I said, I'm not going to sponsor, I'm not going to support it now because I'm concerned about what might happen. So, you know, that was 5 years ago. Program is still here. It's going on. So then the last couple of years, you know, you go to these panels once you're on the legislature, and they always ask you about things. And my argument for the last couple of years has been that the state was not in a financial position to fund the 10%. And so I said, I'm not opposed to the concept. I mean, nearly 20% of our budget is federal funds, so we can't really legitimately say, well, we refuse to take any federal funds, but I was just worried about where am I going to find the 10%. And I was concerned that we would take it from existing programs, and I couldn't be in favor of that, especially Labor Committee, where I do so much work with that. So I really said, well, if we could find the money, then I'm okay. Well, lo and behold, we essentially have a federal program that covers that amount for some while. I mean, not forever, for a while, but we could do some good for some people for that time. And I'll tell you, as I look at the budget this year, when I look at the cuts that we are making in mental health programs, in programs for seniors, in programs for foster children, in programs across the board, especially, I mean, we're turning our pants upside down, shaking it to get coins so that we can put that money toward general funds. And we are cutting desperately on needs for other places. Family practice residency program, the clinics that serve like, I don't know, 50,000 people or something, low income people, they're cut to the bare bones. How could we get them more money? If we expanded Medicaid, the patients that go there could actually afford to pay them more than $1. So why have I come to this point? I've come to this point because I'm desperate for money to meet our needs for seniors and mental health and substance abuse and foster care and infant care. And I mean, it's to just say we'll shuffle off our money to education and let the rest of the state live in rags and breadcrumbs. I just don't think, I can't accept that. We've already had numbers mentioned, you know, $100 million uncompensated care, people going into bankruptcy. And again, I just want to circle back. It is a nuanced conversation. People who think it's all a silver bullet, that's not the case, okay? Hospitals will end up with more money. Some private providers, they will probably see some less and take fewer Medicaid patients. That is a true statement, okay? I'm gonna be really honest with you. But I think on the balance, the healthcare system and the people across the state will be better off for it. And you know, 2 years, 4 years, 6 years from now, if we have to do something, hey, we've got practice cutting education. We can surely cut their healthcare back in 4 years if we have to. Really. For now, I think we just, the money is, I think we'd be foolish to turn it away on and for it.